Hi everybody. So I was spending time with the Lord today, and it was a bit of an encouragement for me, and it really blessed me. I love those moments when I spend time with the Lord, and He speaks to my heart. Um, he lets me know that He's heard me. He's um, he's He's doing what He does because He is God, and He's God all by Himself. Um, so I just want to share this word because it was a blessing, and it's a blessing not only for me, but it's a blessing for you as well. Um, I was reading out of the chapter Luke, chapter 5, verse 5. When it was talking about Jesus ministering to the people. And as Jesus was ministering to the people, there were two boats around. And the boat that he decided to get on was Simon Peter. And so while he decided to get in that boat, Simon Peter was cleaning his net because he had been fishing all night. And in the event of doing that, Jesus gets on the boat, and he's telling Simon Peter, go out into the deep. And Peter's like, I've been towing all night. Nothing's happened. How many out there know that you've been really working hard at some things? Some things that you know that you're gifted at, some things that you know that you do well at. You know about it. You know how to do it. You know the ins and outs. You know how everything works. And, you could probably close your eyes and get it done. Well, in that event, that's pretty much how it was for Peter. Peter knew, hey, I've been fishing all night. I've been doing this. Nothing's happened. This is the time it's supposed to happen. Let me share this with you. Just like the Lord shared it with me. God wants you to thrust into the deep because it's time. Thrust into the deep. Don't give up, because God knows that it's times in our lives where we get to a place where we're like, I know this with the back of my hands. I know I've been doing this for yay long, and I understand the dynamics of it. Ain't nothing happening though. I done put my net out there and I haven't caught nothing. Maybe you've been looking for a job. Maybe you've been trying to do something that it should have happened by now. You're like, what's happening? What's going on? But nothing's happening. And you're just like, you know what? I mean, hey, I might as well, go on and get my tools and, just clean them up and, just, be done for right now. You know what I mean? Some of us have thought that. But I want to let you know, Jesus saying, launch out into the deep. Launch out into the deep. I'm going to say it again. I prophesy, launch out into the deep. And I'm saying that to say, because Jesus said, launch out into the deep. But guess what? Some of us have been saying, you know what? I've done that. I've done this. I've done that, Lord. I did this. I did that, Lord. Ain't nothing happened. Launch out into the deep. Peter launched into the deep. Yeah, he said to Jesus, he said, Jesus, Master, I have been toiling all night. But he let him know nothing ain't happened. But nevertheless, because of what you have said, I'm going to let the net down. Many of you have been toiling, you have been working, you have been out there seeking and searching. You have the available tools, you have everything you need, but nothing's happening. Limitations have come, obstacles come, places where you at, maybe your geographical location haven't been offering you that. But God is saying, launch into the deep. Launch into the deep. It's time to launch into the deep. Launch into that deep. It's that time. And so as Peter began to drop that net, it states here, and I'm going to read it for you. Let's start at 5. When he said, nevertheless, at thy word, I will let down the net. And then as it get in Luke 5 and 6, verse 6, he says, and when he had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their net brake. Launch into the deep. I prophesy, launch into the deep. Because guess what? The net's getting ready to break. The net is getting ready to break. You've been toiling. You've been doing all you can. You've been seeking. You've been searching. But it hasn't happened. You have the available tools. You have what you need. You're ready to use your gifting. You've been ready to use your gifting. You've used your gifting. You know what's in you. Let down the net. Though you thought you was going to put that thing back in, though you thought you was going to take that gift back up, let that gift back out. Because guess what? And I'm going to share this with you. You tall and you thought ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening. But you made yourself available. And you had the tools and you were ready. But here's the key. Allow your obedience to be your faith. Because see, sometimes we forget about our faith. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you know, we lose our faith because we feel like we know it all. We feel like, you know, it should have happened by now. Ain't nothing happened. I know how to do this. You know, you said it to yourself. I know something should have happened by now. I got what it takes. Why ain't nothing happened? Why ain't nothing catching? Why ain't nothing hooking? Why I ain't got nothing yet? Guess what? Drop the net. Let your obedience be your faith. I'm going to say it again. Let your obedience be your faith. Because when Jesus told Peter to let down the net, he said, nevertheless, at thy word, let your obedience be your faith. Hear what God is saying. I prophesy, let the net down. Let the net down. And launch out into the deep. Launch out into the deep and let your net down. God speaks. Have a blessed day.